now, okay? Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryantanam. Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ayaryanam. Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Vajjayam. Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityam Dayanti Yoginam Kamadam Mokshadam Cheva Omkaraya Namo Namah. Namah Samai Saraya Swanubhutya Chakasate Chit Sabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Ajnanatimirandanam Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunnitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Om Namah Siddhebhyo. Om Namah Siddhebhyo. Om Sri Sugatmane Namaha. Jai Jinendra. So today is November 1st, 2025, Saturday, and we are continuing our class on Chhadhaala. So on Chhadhaala, we are in Dhala number 2. And as we have said before, Dhala number 2 is a very important Dhala because Daulat Ramji explains to us what's the root cause of my suffering in this transmigratory world. The root cause is the wrong concept. This wrong concept is been explained detailed in this stanza, and it shows to us what is my problem. He shows to us our problem here. Once I know the problem, then there is a solution. First, I have to understand what the problem is. For a doctor, it's important to make the diagnosis. Once the diagnosis is done, the treatment part is simple. So here we are on diagnostic part for our soul. Why I am miserable state since time infinite. And so it said it's a wrong concept. Wrong concept is divided into two parts. Inborn wrong concept or grahit mithyatva. Acquired wrong concept, grahit mithyatva. In each section, there are 3 divisions given. Wrong faith, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. So, we have 6 things to work with. Agrahit mithya darshan, agrahit mithya gyan, agrahit mithya charitra, number 1. Grahit mithya darshan, grahit mithya gyan, grahit mithya charitra. So we have 6 sub-chapters are there, out of which most important sub-chapter is agrahit mithya darshan. That's what we are talking so far. Agrahit mithya darshan means to have wrong idea about the 9 tattva. Jeev, Ajeev, Punya, Pap, Asrav, Samvar, Nirjara, Bandh, Moksh. 9 tattva. I have a wrong impression about this 9 tattva. So that has been explained in this chapter. And so we are out of that. We are on the Nirjara tattva. Wrong concept, wrong information, wrong belief about Nirjara tattva. And then the last one will come as a Moksh tattva. So let me bring the slides and start from where we were last time. As we know, Chhadhaala was written by Pandit Daulat Ramji, and in a simple language, simple Hindi language, he has described immense amount of information. And Gurudev Sri Kanji Swami used to say that this is mini Samaisar. Samaisar is a huge thing. I may not have capacity in the beginning to understand Samaisar, but if I understand Chhadhaala, then I will be able to understand the nature of the other things. So here we are. I think my slides are opening, so please bear with me a few seconds till it opens up. Okay, it's opening now. Okay, let me bring the slide where we were last time and continue from there. Okay, so we are talking about Nirjara Tattva. My wrong understanding about Nirjara Tattva. So let me bring the current slide from the current slide. Continue to share. Okay. Okay, so quick revision because it's very important. We understand this. Shading of karma means Nirjara Tattva. Generally speaking, when we say Nirjara, means we say shading of the karma. But really, remember, we have the other outlook, the real outlook, the correct outlook as prescribed by Gurudev Sri Kanji Swami, saying that shading Nirjara means karma shading occurs by themselves. I don't have to worry about it. But within me as a soul, what happens to me? Jain principles, they say selfishness is there. Selfishness means I am the first. There, rest of the things can come in the picture. What happens to me in Nirjara? We have to know that. So Gurudev Sri said, Suddhi Vriddhi. Suddhi ki vriddhi hona usko Nirjara kahenge. शुद्धि की शुरुआत को संवर कहेंगे. शुद्धि की वृद्धि को निर्जरा कहेंगे. Beginning of purity is samvar, and increasing purity is nirjara, and complete purity is moksha. So moksha doesn't mean all the karmas are gone. They will go away. When you are looking at light, you don't worry about darkness, right? I'm interested in light.
Sir, we've resumed the recording.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so samvar means beginning of purity. What gunsthanak the purity starts? Fourth gunsthanak. So real samvar or nirjara or purity begins at fourth gunsthanak, means samyak darshan. Lots of people will say, oh, I have a karma nirjara occurred. I donated today so much to the temple. I did 8 days of fasting. I did 30 days of fasting. I'm doing worship up, all kind of thing. And people think that I'm doing nirjara. That's a wrong belief. That's not nirjara. Nirjara means increasing purity of the soul. Well, by doing worship, by doing 30 days of fasting, 8 days of fasting, 1 day of fasting, Did you realize the soul? Did one realize the soul? Yes. Then there is a Nirjara and Samva. So here Nirjara is divided into quite a few things. Two ways. Shading of the Nirjara with fruition of karma means a fruition of karma. Just the way the fruit is ripe on the tree and it will fall down. Ripe fruit falls down from the tree. It detaches by itself. Similarly, when the karma gets to come to fruition state, they give fruition and then they disintegrate from the soul. Every second happens to everybody around in the universe. Whether it's a hellish soul, heavenly soul, subhuman or human, all the things, the shading occurs every moment. Fruition of karma gives fruition, then gets shaded off, and that is called shading of fruition, shading with fruition of karma. It's called vipak nirjara. Vipak means fruition. So nirjara occurs with fruition, means fruition, and then it goes away. Last week we took that example that, for example, what did we take the example in the last week? We said that I have taken $100 from 100 rupees from Hemlata. I took from Hemlata 100 rupees and then I'm not giving, and Hemlata keeps on asking me. So ultimately, I get sick and tired. So I just say, okay, I'm going to give you tomorrow. Finally, I'm going to give you. I go to Akshita Didi and said, Akshita Didi, would you give me $100, 100 rupees? And she said, yeah, sure. She gives me 100 rupees and I give that 100 rupees to Hemlata. So with Hemlata, my debt is gone. Hemlata, my debt is gone. Is this called Nirjara? Well, I already had a new debt occur with Akshita. So that is not called Nirjara. True Nirjara will be, I earn 100 rupees and I give it to Hemlata. That is the real Nirjara. Example. So Vipak Nirjara means karma fruition occurs and then they get they get disintegrated from the soul. That's called Vipak Nirjara. Vipak Nirjara, in the wrong fate state, mithyatva, continuously it's happening to me. Since time infinite, this is happening to me every samay. Karma comes in fruition, then they get dissociated. Karma comes in fruition, gets dissociated. If that is only the thing, that's perfect. Means one at a time, all my karma will get dissociated and I'll be free. But in mithyatva dasha, just the way I gave 100 rupees to Hemlata, but I have my new debt with Akshita. Similarly, here in wrong fate state, the karma gets dissociated with fruition, but new karma gets bonded. So transmigration continues forever. So this Vipak Nirjara has no value, none, zero. Then comes shading of karma prematurely. Prematurely means or Vipak Nirjara, or Vipak means, remember that that mango which was ripe on the tree and it falls down. That's a normal event. That orange which is matured and it falls down from the tree, that orange is a eatable orange. But that mango from the tree, unripe mango, you take it out and now you bring it home and you keep it in the warmth, and prematurely you make this mango becomes sweet. That's called avipak nirjara. Means artificially you made that nirjara, that sweetness occur quicker than what it's supposed to be. And that occurs in samyak dasha, right fate state. Means the karma prematurely comes and gives fruition, gets dissociated, and no new karma gets bonded from here. Old karma gets dissociated, new karma do not get bonded. Hemlata is given her money, and there is no debt with Akshita right now. That's a real Nirjara. Or Vipak Nirjara is a real Nirjara. Means I have put my Purusharth here. I have put my action, personal effort over here. I have done the effort to understand who am I, what's my true nature, how can I get happiness, how to find out happiness is residing within. And once I look for that happiness, that's a true Nirjara. Having said that, now karma, inflow, and bondage. That means today I got bonded for 100 years and then the fruition will occur. Today I got karma bonding and 100 years down the road it will come in fruition. Next year I bonded karma and fruition will occur in 99 years. Third year I bonded karma, fruition will occur in 98 years, and so on and so forth. So what will happen? This year's karma, next year's karma, third year karma, etc. They all will come in fruition at a given time, 100 years down the road. So total karma getting fruition at a given time, 100 years down the road, is called aggregate of molecular, is called nishek. We have gone through this one. It's a revision. Remember, revision always is good because it re-emphasizes fact. Whatever I have missed in the past understanding, it gets cleared in this class. So lots of time repetition is very important. So aggregate of molecules coming together is called one nishek. Now, karma, specific aggregate of karma is called nishek. Nishek is ready for fruition, just like that a ripe orange from the tree ready to fall off. After fruition, such nishek gets disintegrated. It gets separated from the soul, just like the ripe fruit falling from the tree. This is vipak nirjara, shading with fruition. This occurs continuously with me, continuously. But here I want to do avipak nirjara, premature disintegration. What I'm going to do here, this figure is very famous that we know about it, that instead my true nature is to stay within my innate state. As we said last week, salt remains salty no matter what part of the world you go to. Sugar remains sweet no matter what part of the world or what time. Infinite times in the past, infinite times in the future, any part of the universe you go, sugar means sweetness, means sugar in its innate state. Soul can also remain in its innate state, means the knowing, all-knowing and blissful state is called soul's innate state. Instead of that, I end up going in state of delusion. Can the sugar anytime be a sour taste? No. Can lemon be anytime be sweet? No, because they don't leave their innate state. But here, me as a soul, I have a choice to be in my innate state, but I go in the state of delusion. Anger, deceit, ego, greed, likes, dislike, all those things I do is called my delusion state. When I'm doing that, then at that time, karma nishek, the one that we saw in the previous slide, it comes in fruition, it gives fruition, and then it gets disintegrated. So this reaction is already done in this situation. This reaction is done. But while this thing is happening, I have a state of delusion, then the new karma are looking for somebody with a state of delusion, which I have it. So new karma gets bonded to me. Old karma gets disintegrated. Old karma gets disintegrated from me, but new karma gets bonded with me. And this new karma gets bonded, then they go in dormancy. They remain hibernation in the soul. And the particular time comes, then they give fruition, state of delusion, new karma influx. This circle keeps on going forever and ever and ever. So this is called avipak and savipak nirjara, with vipak, with the fruition. This is not true nirjara. Because with this nirjara, there is also influx of new karma. So that is not nirjara. The true nirjara will be, let's see here, savipak nirjara, old karma get disintegrated, new karma gets bonded. So this circle keeps on going forever and ever and ever. Savipak nirjara, it has no value. No value. State of delusion. I did auspiciousness. Inauspicious. Okay, I don't want to do inauspicious thing, but can I do auspicious thing or not? Yes, I've done auspicious thing. Auspicious thing is done, means a state of delusion. That means influx of new karma, fruition of old karma. This circle keeps on going. Savipak nirjara. It is not considered as nirjara at all. I have done auspicious thing over here. I have done anonymous donation. I did several days of fasting. I did Samaik Pratikaman. I did Puja Abhishek. All those things. This is impurity. The circle keeps on going. To get out of this circle, this is transmigration, sansar. This is my transmigration. To get out of this one, shedding of previously bonded karma, nirjara occurs over here. And at the same time, new karma gets bonded. So this is not helpful at all to me. But in this picture now, I decided that, oh, you know what? Salt has a salty taste as an innate state. Sugar has a sweet taste as an innate state. Lemon has a sour taste as an innate state. So I have the innate state of a knowledge and blissful state within me. If I decide to stay within my true nature, then I'm not in state of delusion. When I'm not state of delusion, this whole things fall apart. Whole thing fall apart because there's no state of delusion. Fruition come, but who is there to receive the fruition? Because there is no state of delusion. How can a new karma has come? There is no state of delusion. So this circle breaks down. One gets into Swabhav Bhav, no delusion, karmic cycle breaks down. This karmic cycle breaks down. Shedding of previously bonded karma in Nirjara occurs over here, and stoppage of new karma occurs over here. This guy gets stopped. This guy gets shaded off. So, true Nirjara, definition of true Nirjara, influx of karma stops means this is somewhere. This is somewhere. This is somewhere. Fruition of old karma occurs, it's called Nirjara. So when samvar sahit ki Nirjara, samvar sahit ki Nirjara is a true Nirjara. The shading of karma along with stopping of new karma, that's a true Nirjara. Previous slide I said, I gave 100 rupees my date to Hemlata, and I took 100 rupees from Akshita. So my date remains same. Here. I did my own Purusharth, and I said, you know what? I don't want any date. I don't want to take any money from Hemlata. I don't want to take money any from Akshita. So that way, I'm debt free. I'm debt free. I'm in my innate state. So true Nirjara is Vipak Nirjara. Vipak Nirjara means shading of karma along with its stoppage of influx of new karma. Nirjara, samvar sahit ki Nirjara ko Nirjara kahenge. So this is beginning of Moksh marg. This is Samyak Darshan. This is fourth Gunsthana onward state for Jnani Purush. With shading of karma, there is no new karma bondage. This is real Nirjara, occurs with Samyak Darshan. If you don't have Samyak Darshan, this state doesn't occur. So don't be in the wrong assumption that you have Samyak Darshan by doing some charity, by doing austerity, by doing upvas, and by ekasan, and samaik pratikaman, all kind of things. No. Let's see what happens next. So, karma shading with one group of aggregate molecule of fruition, which is one nishek, it gets disintegration. Savipak Nirjara, mature fruition, wrong fate state, mithyatva. This is my mithyatva state. I'm doing it all the time. It is useless. It has no value. But over here, karma shading occurs. Many aggregate coming. There is only one group of aggregate molecule coming in fruition in a wrong state. In a Samyak Darshan, many innumerable or infinite aggregate comes in fruition and then disappear, then disintegrates. Avipak nature, premature fruition, ripe fate state. This is what I should be doing. This is what this called Nirjara. This called true Nirjara. So real Nirjara means increasing purity, Suddhi ni vruddhi, Suddhi ki vruddhi, removal of impurity, Ashuddhi no kshay, and karma nivrutti, disintegrated karma. So real Nirjara has three elements. Real Nirjara has three elements occurring within. Increasing purity. My purity increases and impurity decreases. Purity increases, impurity decreases. Proportionately, more purity increasing, more impurity decreasing. So impurity decreasing simultaneously occurs. For example, as we said last week, about 4 o'clock morning when you wake up, it's pitch dark. Maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock, there is slight dawn breaks and you have little bit light. 5:30 morning, little bit more light. 5:45, little bit more light. 6:30, sunrise occurs. So the progressive increasing in the light means progressive decreasing in the darkness. From 4:30 to 5 o'clock to 5:15 to 5:30, 5:45 means progressively light increases. Dawn is breaking. And progressively darkness decreases. Similarly here, when the increasing purity occurs, then impurity keeps on decreasing. These two things occur simultaneously. While they are occurring, this is occurring in the soul, then the karma by themselves get disintegrated from the soul. That's a third thing. Three things happens in Nirjara. We have to keep that one in mind. Three things. But important thing is my attention should be focused only on this thing. When I focus my attention to Suddhini Buddhi, then rest of the thing follow by themselves. We don't have to make any effort to have them removed. In the dark room, you are there. To remove the darkness, you put the light on. Remove the ignorance of darkness, you have to put the knowledge of light. And then suddenly the darkness disappears. So this was up to Nirjara Tattva. We already completed Nirjara Tattva. So mistake regarding Nirjara Tattva means I do punya, I do auspiciousness, and that's why I'm doing something right. I'm doing Nirjara. That's a wrong belief. That's what Daulat Ramji points to us over here and says right thing is increasing purity, decreasing impurity, and that as a result the karma gets disintegrated. That's a true Nirjara. Now we are coming to the last tattva, which is called Moksh tattva. Mistake regarding the Moksh tattva. Basically, what we heard, what we learned from Samvar tattva, what we learned in Nirjara tattva, same thing we will be learning in Moksh tattva. Samvar tattva means the beginning of purity. Nirjara tattva means increasing purity. And Moksh tattva means complete purity. So they all are related to each other. If I understand Samvar tattva, if I understand Nirjara tattva, then Moksh tattva is easy to understand because it says, look at poor Muniraj. He's suffering so much. In the winter, he has no clothes. In summer, he has no air conditioning. In the monsoon time, he's just getting wet and everything. He's very poor Muniraj. If I say that word from my mouth, if we utter this word from our mouth, that's an insult to the Muniraj. That means I'm acquiring lots of pap right now. Muniraj, think about it. 24 Tirthankar. Either they were kings or they were prince. If the Tirthankar Bhagwan, he remains celibate throughout the life, Bal Brahmachari, then He doesn't become king. He remains as a prince only. He doesn't rule the kingdom. Can somebody tell me how many Tirthankars they have? They are Bal Brahmachari in 24 Tirthankars. Can somebody can say, Akshita Didi, can you ask some kids to give me the answer? Or somebody from the Zoom can also give me the answer. How many Tirthankars in 24 Tirthankars are Bal Brahmachari?
5 Tirthankars.
Okay. Can you give me the name, please, Niyam? Give me the name, please.
वासुपूज्य भगवान, मल्लीनाथ भगवान, नेमिनाथ भगवान, पार्श्वनाथ भगवान और महावीर भगवान.
Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Very nice. So what we have is we have a 5 Tirthankar Bhagwans. They were Bal Brahmachari, means they were prince. And remaining 19, they were kings. Now, remember, when we say kings, I have something with me. I have a house, I have a car, I have this and that and all kind of thing. So I consider I'm very happy. Think about all these kings. They had infinite times more wealth than what I have it right now. External possessions. And they gave up all those things. They had everything and more at their disposal. And they gave up everything. They walked out. They took the clothes out also. They became naked saint. You mean they did not have enough at their home that they just went out to get in something in jungle? No, because they had every possessions with them, but they realized that doesn't give happiness. Happiness comes from within, and that's why they walked out. Naked saint went in jungle, and we just tell them, Bichare Muniraj. How much insult can I give to Mahavir or Shantinath or Rishabdev by saying, Bichare Muniraj, Bichare Parsnath, so much rain is coming and he's about to drown. Parsnath Bhagwan, Parsnath Muniraj was happy in his own innate state. He didn't care what was happening in outside world. He didn't care how much comet was giving the calamities. And he didn't care how much Dharnendra was protecting him. Pash Muniraj was busy enjoying his super sensuous bliss. And within that 48 minutes time, he becomes Aryan Bhagwan right away. And I call them as Bichare Muniraj. They are suffering in jungle. Physical suffering is there, but they don't care. As I said, maybe I may not have shared with you. Several years back, I was in a month of December. I was in Dehradun, and you know Dehradun is in northern India, and it's a cold place. And it was really cold, and my host said, Kiritbhai, we are going to go to temple. So I said, okay. She said, no. Put your clothes on, put your jackets on, put your overcoat on, put your gloves on, and socks on. Why? Because it's extremely cold outside. Okay, so we went to the temple, and out with all this clothing that we had, we are still shivering. Some cold is going on. I saw 5 Muniraj come in the temple, naked saint. They are just doing darshan for the Bhagwan. No absolute indication that they are feeling cold or shivering. Can you imagine how much is a control they have on their system? and we are saying that Bichare Muniraj, they are engrossed in the supersensuous bliss. And he only gets barely a meal a day. Muniraj, he comes with his right hand on the shoulder. And if he's coming to the town, that means he's coming for the bhiksha, for ahar. And to give ahar dan to such Muniraj is one of the most important thing, pious thing one can do it. And if he doesn't get food, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He goes to jungle back. Suffering in jungle, barely gets 1 meal a day. And I'm sitting in the AC room and I'm able to eat 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, and that too at night time and middle of night and all kind of things and everything. Who is happy? Because I'm in air-conditioned room. Who is happy? Because I have good food. Who is happy? Because I'm not thirsty. I consider this physical amenity as happiness, and Muniraj considers internal happiness. That's the difference between him and us. So Muniraj is suffering and I'm happy. That's what I wrongly believe. This is the Moksh Tattva, mistake regarding Moksh Tattva. This is a wrong assumption. Happiness comes from within and not from alien object. Happiness is coming from AC, then turn down that AC to 18 degree, from 22 degree. You want AC, right? Make it right now in temple, turn down that air conditioning to 18 degree and see what happens. No, I'm too cold. You want AC, you want cold air. Why do you say no? Winter time, put the heater on. And if you put the heater at 32 degree, for example, oh, no, it's too hot. You want heat, we give you heat. No. So outside material object, I'm feeling happiness. That's my perceived idea. That's not a true happiness. Someone at first Gunsthanak appears to be happy. I'm at first Gunsthanak. We are at first Gunsthanak. We appear to be happy because we have the roof over the head. We have the food on the table. We are having clothes on the body and everything. And we think we are happy. What about fourth Gunsthanak, fifth Gunsthanak, sixth Gunsthanak, seventh Gunsthanak? Are they happy or unhappy? Are they happy or unhappy? As Gunsthanak increases, the internal happiness increases from 4th to 5th to 6th to 7th, and all those Gunsthanak, the internal purity increases. And that way, happiness increases from within. We'll take the example of Kunkuna Acharya Dev. He was the Muniraj for this time cycle, 2000 years back. After Mahaviswami's Nirvana, after 500 years of Mahaviswami's Nirvana, Kunkuna Acharya Dev was born. He wrote down Samaysar, Niyamsar, Ashtapaur, Panchastika, Pravachansar, etc., all the scriptures. Today we are absolutely fortunate to have all the scripture available to us. Kunkuna Acharya Dev was 6th and 7th Gunsthanak. GS, Gunsthanak. GS means Gunsthanak. He has that much purity. But his efforts were not strong enough that his life came to an end, and now he ended up going to heaven, and he's going to be in heaven for several millions and trillions and trillions and trillions of years. Sagropam years. Maybe 33 Sagropam years. I don't know. amazing amount of long time. Absolute happiness, absolute physical wonders are there. In Sarvat Siddhi, when the soul has a 33 sagropam years of age, ayu, 33,000 years. Listen carefully. 33,000 years. They don't have any hunger at all. And at that time, they have kind of little hunger. Then nectar gets secreted from the throat, and their hunger gets satisfied for next 33,000 years. Can you imagine that? My hunger, 4 hours at the most. I ate food now, 4 hours, I'm hungry. Here, 33,000 years, then hunger comes, little nectar, and then again hunger goes away. They have everything and more available at their disposal. So, Kunkunacharya Dev must be very happy right now, right? He must be saying, whoa, look at my luxury around. Everything and more what I want, it's there. Is he happy there? Is he happy or not happy? Can you tell somebody can tell me from the class? Can you tell me with this kind of thing I described, is he happy or not? Who can tell me about that one? Is Kunkunacharya Dev in Swarg happy or not?
He's not happy, but he's happy from inside because he has
He's not,
Samyak Darshan.
he's not happy. Why he's not happy? He was on the 7th and 6th Gunsthanak here when he was here as a human, 6th and 7th Gunsthanak. And 7th Gunsthanak means if he remains stable for next 48 minutes in that state, he becomes Aryan Bhagwan right away. So he was that close to become Aryan Bhagwan, that close to become Aryan Bhagwan. And now he's at 4th Gunsthana in a heaven. So he's get demoted. Will he be happy? For example, let's say that I make you from somehow you are made a CEO of Infosys company right now. All over world, people are celebrating your name and everything. And instead of you being CEO, now they demote you, but they say, we'll give you triple the salary. But you instead of CEO, now you'll be only manager on the floor. You'll get triple the salary. Would you be happy? No, because you were CEO, position was so great, and now you are demoted. Kunkunacharya Dev says, I'm demoted right now. I'm not happy. So, heavenly happiness is not the true happiness. That's not happiness. He's not happy. Kunkuna says, is he happy? No, he's not. So, let's see what it tries to say here. The passionless state and true knowledge were the helpful for the soul. The thing helpful to the soul is not the money, not the luxury, not the air conditioning, not the food and everything. True happiness for the soul is a passionless state and a complete purity of knowledge. Atindriya Anand and Keval Gyan. That's an important thing for the soul. Instead, this is the true state. Instead, he believes them to be giving rise to misery. Oh my God, do I have to give up all my likes and dislikes? That reminds me. Long back, I was in India, and one of our family relationships, somebody in my mother's side, some lady was supposed to take Diksha in Sthanakvasi Sampradaya. Listen carefully. She's going to take Diksha tomorrow. Today, her family says, you know what, honey, let's take you to the restaurant today because this is the last day you can eat, and thereafter you will have all dry food to eat and everything. You mean she's taking Diksha to become miserable? But she's taking Diksha to internalize herself and getting happiness from within. These are the things that we measure everything by our yardstick. That's a wrong thing. So by becoming to have a passionless state and know so many things to know, continuously reading, writing, thinking, discussing with other, solving my questions and everything. It's painful thing. I don't want to go through all this misery. I'm happy the way I am right now. I have a food on the table. I have a roof overhead. I have a car to drive. I have clothes to wear. I'm very happy. Hey, Jeev, you are under mistaken identity. You think that this is misery. That is not. The transmigrated sheep believes in the fulfilling of desires. I want this, 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 I want this phone, I want this phone, I want this phone, I want this computer, I want this computer, I want this car. I want it, I want it, I want it means my desires, 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 desire. But he forgets that true happiness comes from within, and it's present for eternal time in the soul by itself. It's sitting within, and I'm looking for happiness outside. How foolish I am that I have everything within me, and I'm looking for those things outside. So here, one who believes that Munidasha is the reason for suffering, then he has not understood the real nature of Samvar, Nirjara, and Moksh. He has not understood what is Samvar, beginning of purity, increasing purity, complete purity, and he has not understand. This Munidasha is a process of Samvar to Nirjara to Moksh. Worldly transient pleasures, they don't produce, they produce perplexity, akulta. What does it mean? Let's say you won the lottery today. $10 million US dollar lottery you won today, for example. And you say, I'm going to have a big house, okay. I'm going to have a Rolls-Royce car. What expensive, whatever you think about. You bought that car. Are you happy now? No, I'm not happy. Why? Because now, if I'm going to drive in the Bangalore traffic, some rickshaw wala will just scratch my car. So I'm afraid to drive in that congested road. So are you happy? You thought Rolls-Royce car will make you happy, Mercedes will make you happy. Why you are unhappy now? Because somebody can hit my car and my car get damaged, and so that's called akul. While you are enjoying your pleasures, worldly pleasures, you still have perplexity, akulta. If you're eating gulab jamun right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then now there's akulta, perplexity. Oh my God, if I eat more, I'll vomit or I'll have a stomach ache. So now you're afraid. Same thing you think it makes me happy, now it gives you perplexity. The blissful state arising from the soul. Atindriya Anand coming from the soul produces absolute serenity. Nirakulta, peaceful state, blissful state, which you and me, we have not experienced in this life so far. But Gurudev has given us Tattva Gyan. He has explained to us everything. We will come to this state. We will get this eternal serenity state. Heavenly life has sensual pleasure, Indriya Sukh, but they are transient. Moksh has eternal bliss arising from within, Atindriya Anand. So, you cannot compare Moksh Sukh with heavenly Sukh. Somebody I asked, how much is the happiness in Moksh compared to heavenly life? And he said, infinite times more. That's wrong. Because this is an Indriya Sukh. This is the material happiness. And this is internal happiness. Material happiness cannot be compared with the internal happiness. They are apples and oranges. We cannot compare them. So true nature is lying within me. True nature is a moksha. True nature is obtaining complete serenity from within. And that is the true understanding of moksha tattva. Anything besides that is called wrong belief about moksha tattva. And that means this is ending that one. And now we'll be starting next week. We'll start stanza number 8 onward. And now it's going to give you mithya gyan, mithya charitra, etc. So this was inborn wrong faith we have finished, in which wrong faith about soul, wrong faith about non-living, wrong faith about ashra, samvar, nirjara, bandh, moksha. We saw it in order, and now we know my root cause of suffering is a wrong belief, inborn wrong belief, which I'm going to take it out, and now I'm going to continue my further progress towards purity. So that's what we'll do. Any questions so far? Any question from audience or the class for a temple?
Mostly not, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, so hope that you understand this one. Try to revise this one. When the class is over, sit down for 5-10 minutes. Think what you learned today, what you understood today, what are the things you didn't understand. Raise the issue, ask the question, and that will be true progress. You are very lucky that you have a good teacher like Akshita Didi. She's helping you out, understand, digest. Believe me, at your age, at a young age, at a teenage and everything, I didn't have the facility, or I didn't have the opportunity. Let's put it that way. But you had the opportunity. Use that opportunity. Don't miss it. Please, please, please. Continue your foundation stone. This your foundation stone occurring today will bring a very solid spiritual building in the future life. and that will lead you to Samyak Darshan in this life. I'm pretty sure about it. Okay? All right. Okay. So if there's no question, we'll do the closing. Do you want to do the Jinwani from there, or do we do it from here?
I'll say it, sir.
Please go ahead.
निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है, इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है। 9 बार नमोकार मंत्र एवरीवन।
जय जय
तो जय बोला उससे सर।
हाँ बोलो अनंत अनंत सिद्ध परमेष्ठी भगवंतोनो
जय
जय हो वृषभादि वीरांतेभ्यो चतुर्विश तीर्थंकर भगवंतोनो जय
जय
हो सिमंदरादि 20 वीरमान तीर्थंकर भगवंतोनो जय हो
जय
महाविद्यार्थी श्रीमंद स्वामी संदेशा लाना श्रीमद श्री गुणकुण आचार्य देव नो जय हो अध्यात्म मूर्ति श्रीमद श्री गुरुदेव श्री कांजी स्वामी नो जय हो रसमूर्ति भगवती मात नो जय हो जिनवाणी मात नो जय हो आज के अष्टानिका महापर्व का पर्व की जय हो जय जयकार हो जय जिनेन्द्र
जय जिनेन्द्र।
जय जय